People absolutely love lying on the internet, sometimes for no apparent reason, sometimes to try and garner the praise of strangers on the internet. So today we're going to be looking at people just straight up lying on the internet from the subreddit r/thathappened. Of course, our first post comes from LinkedIn. Phone rings, employee, sir, I won't be coming in today. Manager, why? What's happened? Yesterday was my last day, wasn't it? Just feels real today. Damn, I'm sorry. Want to come back? I do. Every part of me does. I know. But don't. You're meant for something bigger. Far bigger than this place. What is going on? He's not really selling his company here, is he? You've given me everything. No, you earned it all. Now go. Make me proud. Phone cuts. Employee softly. Love you, sir. Thank you for everything. Was your employee Dobby or so? What is this? Did you kiss after this? Left voicemails for my students' parents yesterday and woke up to this email. The header of this email is, you got da wrong digits. Yo, you just called me about some girl in yo class and I ain't got no daughter just yet, so I'm afraid you got da wrong digits. But you gave me baddie vibes through the phone, so don't be shy dialing up those digits again and maybe I could take you for some spaghetti or something. Okay, right. Do I think this person is lying? I just think that I could take you for some spaghetti or something. I don't feel as though she'd make that up. Can I take you for some spaghetti or something? I think there might be an element of truth to this one, you know? I want to believe this one, so I'm going to. At a wedding, just did a sig heil on the dance floor. Some Jew lost his mind and said, do that again and I'll put you in the ground. I did it again. He didn't do shit. HH. I'm not gonna say what. You can figure out what HH means. I mean, this just didn't happen. It's just someone on Twitter lying about doing something awful for some reason. I guess this is what gets you attention on Twitter nowadays. It has fucking 1,400 likes. But I'm not gonna read into this. This just didn't fucking happen. It is just sad the way the world's going a little bit, you know? What the fuck? Sam Smith has called out a set of conjoined twins for misusing the pronouns they, them, saying they aren't even non-binary. Sam said this is cultural appropriation. Them two are clearly women and should be she, her. They're making a mockery out of me. Abby and Brittany Hansel responded with, we're literally two people in one body. What are you saying? You're non-binary. There is no such thing. You're just a fat manager. Made up who the fuck has this much time on their hands to make up an argument between two conjoined twins and Sam Smith about pronouns? Okay, this is posted in what's Thoughtful Boys? Is this a group chat? Is this a community called Thoughtful Boys? My oldest son will be 20 in August. Maiden keeps a girl kit in his car for his girlfriend or his female friends. He has hot hands for makeshift heating pads. Midle, pads and tampons, various sizes of new undies and shorts. I don't know, something about that's quite odd. Just having, like, I don't know, your glove box full of various sizes of tampons and stuff. How many girls are you driving around and how often are you doing that? There's a fucking wardrobe in here. Various sizes of new undies and shorts and t-shirts. He says so they can have a whole new outfit if they got to go through the hassle of using this bag and needing to change. And sugary and salty snacks. What does this man drive? A bungalow? Where's he keeping all this shit? He has changed his closest male friends' outlooks on female hygiene as well. A fellow male feminist, I see. I wonder, what is his favourite piece of feminine literature? And now there are at least 5 young men in our local area who are stocked up and prepared to help any female out of a potentially embarrassing and uncomfortable situation. I'm so proud of all these boys. That's just such bullshit. How does this have 20,000 uploads? What? Is everyone fucking stupid? In 3rd grade, we had a prison guard do a scared straight speech, and we asked what the prisoners ate. He said, nothing good. McDonald's burgers. And when he saw our faces light up, he said, yeah, but imagine that 3 times a week. That was when he lost control of the room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the prison guard knew that children love McDonald's, and the idea of eating an obscene amount of McDonald's to a child is like the best thing ever. Also, do prisoners really eat McDonald's? I don't think prisoners eat McDonald's. I don't think they're eating that good. Do prisoners eat McDonald's? No, prisoners do not typically eat McDonald's. I don't think one of the poor prison guards is doing a Mackey's run for the whole prison 3 times a week. When I lived in Germany, I wanted to buy cinnamon. I didn't know the German word for cinnamon, so I stood in the spice aisle and sniffed each container starting with A. The German word for cinnamon is Zimt. Surely you could have just Google translated cinnamon. All asked, like, there's a joke that people in Germany speak better English than English people. You could have probably just gone, where's the cinnamon? What's the cinnamon? And someone would have pointed you in the right direction. You'd have to smell. Also, it didn't happen. What am I talking about? This didn't happen. This person didn't sniff every single spice in the spice aisle until they got to Z. Famous actor shares a kiss with a co-star. In the reel he was replying to, the caption was, when you see the actor's ears turn red under the kissing scene. Okay, so the thing is, like, I think it's, this is, I don't know whether this is true or if this is like an urban legend, but apparently if your ears turn red when you're kissing someone, that means you're in love. I think that's probably bullshit. But anyway, I'm an actor that's been in a few TV shows. One is kind of popular, and there was a kissing scene where we had to kiss passionately, and she was a bit newer and had only done one kissing scene before. I told her to just relax and pretend like we are in love. Person can't be a very good actor if they don't realize they have to pretend they're in love in a love scene. We had to do multiple takes, and on the last one, for some reason, I was really into it. Not like kissing hard or crazy, but something inside of me felt really connected to her. I kissed her so sweetly and eagerly. The way I held her face and looked in her eyes before kissing again, I stopped like we were supposed to, but she just said, don't stop. Please, as we were still so close. So I just kissed her more, and I really forgot about acting. Like, in the moment, it was truly just me and her. After a few more seconds, we did stop and smiled at each other. The director the director clapped and said that was spectacular. Lol. Me and her ended up fucking in her trailer after. Didn't fucking happen. That absolutely did not happen. Why does this have 64k likes? You can literally just say anything on the internet and 64,000 people will believe you, no matter how obvious the bullshit is. I once lent a very close friend $8,000 when my annual salary was 32k. He kept giving me the runaround, so I finally went to his boss's boss and told him how I was stuck in a stuck situation. Right, well, I think if you lend a quarter of your annual salary to someone, you're a fucking idiot. What are you doing going to their bosses? Oh, yeah, I lent him £8,000. He's not giving it back to me yet. He's not going to give it back to you, dickheads. That close friend was about to get a 5k bonus, and his boss's boss made sure that I got the entire bonus. What, because he took your word for it? What, because he went, oh yeah, he owes me money. So his boss's boss gave you $5,000. No, he didn't. And his boss's boss made sure that I got the entire bonus and $500 from every subsequent paycheck till I was made whole. No, he didn't. That would be illegal. What the... What? I deposited a 5-figure check at a major bank. When I went to withdraw it days later, I found out 2 extra zeros were added. Oh, you know, as you do, as someone does. You know, they'll accidentally send you in the millions of dollars. That just fucking happens, doesn't it? The bank realized their mistake about 30 days later and sent me a demand letter wanting the money back. I had already spent it on a condo shopping spree and trips. What, in 30 days? In 30 days, you bought a house. I don't think you did, my friend. I don't think you did. The house buying process is brutally fucking long. I know, because I'm going through it at the moment. It's long. My attorney said it was their fault and they cannot legally prosecute me. The threatening letters stopped coming after 3 months. It's been over a year. Well, good for you. Definitely didn't fucking happen. I don't know why. Why would you lie about something like that? It's so stupid. My 5-year-old came to me last night shaking. I'm really scared, she said. I asked her why. I don't want to turn into a boy. Why do I have to? I told her she didn't have to and asked her why she thinks that. Teachers said that some girls have to turn into boys. I was speechless. #transit. It just didn't fucking happen. No teachers are going, yeah, some girls have to turn into boys. It's just the way it has to be. Obvious fucking bullshit. Why? I don't get it. Why do people just lie about shit like this? Because I guess idiots eat it up, but anyone with more than 10 brain cells knows they're lying. Oh, God, another LinkedIn post. Precious letter from my family today. What a great way to start a vacation day. Yes, Amazon changed our lives in just 10 years. Dear Daddy, today does not only mark 10 years of working at Amazon, it also marks 10 years of hard work, determination, dedication, and playing hard after working very, very... No, just a child didn't fucking write this. You joining Amazon... It's got the date bang on. The child did not write this. Has added so much to our lives. Thank you, Daddy, from the... But, yeah... No, I don't know how old the person is that's supposed to have written this letter, but, like... if this is like, I don't know, your 10-year-old child, I don't think they did write it, pal. Why cashiers should rule the world. I'm a customer in the checkout line. I'm buying a box of tampons for my mum who is bedridden after surgery. One of the 2 customers standing behind me in the line speaks up. Ha ha! What a pussy! He's buying tampons. Yeah, fucking... High-fiving that guy. Don't you know? Those are for girls. I ignore the two and move forwards to the cashier. She's an attractive girl of about 20 years old. Cashier, $5.71 after the discount. I've no idea what discount she's talking about, but I pay her and get my change. Cashier with a smile on her face. Here you go, baby. I'm taking my break now, and I'll see you at home at 8. Just leave the tampons in my car, please. She leans over the counter and kisses me on the cheek. She then turns the light off on the register number and walks off to the other side of the store. The two customers watched her with their jaws open and angrily walk off to another register. Right. Maybe it's just, the male feminist in me coming out, but I don't think buying tampons is like an embarrassing thing. I know. That's a very, very male feminist take from me. I know. Someone buying me a matcha latte. But I don't know why someone's made up the story about something that isn't even like an embarrassing purchase. Like, no one has ever called someone a pussy for buying tampons, let alone a stranger. Imagine like analysing a stranger's shopping for one, and then watching the cashier scan every item, and when she picks up the tampons and scans them, you turn to the stranger and go, ha ha, you fucking pussy, what are you buying tampons for? This person is known for posting cringe on Facebook. This cringe just so happens to also be fake as fuck. Women have no control over their behaviour anymore. I went to a Steakhouse. A woman literally left the man she was with and came right up to me. The man walks up to me, said, I have no chance against you, and left the restaurant. How the fuck does this guy think what? They just home straight to the most conventionally attractive man they could see. I talked to both the man and the woman. They were from Las Vegas, of course. I said no to the woman. I just want to enjoy my dinner and go home. I know. I can relate. There's always women coming up to me, like, they'll be sat with their boyfriends and husbands, but they'll see me and be like, they'll like homo to me and be like, please fuck me. Please shag me right now on this table right now. And I have to go, no, stop. Let me eat my dinner, please. I thought by going to a rich place, I can avoid the chaos. Apparently not in downtown Orlando. Well, what is it like in downtown Orlando? Just people constantly coming up to you wanting to shag you. What was it like? Walked into a high school classroom at open house, and it looked more like an activist's meeting room than a place to learn AP world history. Pride flags, trans flags, LGBTQ slogans, and decor covering the rules. Not one thing about history. Our kids deserve a neutral, focused learning environment, not a teacher's personal ideology shoved in their faces. This is happening right now in your community, and it's not by accident. If we don't fight it now, it becomes permanent. Who's ready to stand up and demand this garbage be removed from our classrooms? Comment, I'm in, if you're with me. That famous trans gay phrase. I think it's always really important to remember when browsing social media and stuff. A lot of it is just bullshit intended to like divide people. A lot of the time with the stuff posted on social media, there are like half-truths to it, but it's distorted in such a way that turns it into a lie. Basically, like I don't know if I'm communicating this well, but it's like something I've been kind of taking into account with like my social media usage recently. Like everything you see online isn't exactly as it seems. No one's telling the exact truth. Serious message in this video. Take everything you see on social media with a pinch of salt, because people will just lie and post stuff like this for like attention or to try and cause division or something. It's stupid. Okay, so this is a comment on a video where the thumbnail is LGBT is over. That's news to me. Well, there's no more gay people. Fucking hell. What happened to him? Okay, this is a comment on this video. I've been bullied for being straight. I was called a straggot. A straggot, were you? I was made fun of for having a boyfriend. I was straight up... No, you fucking what? Again, these people just lie. What are you talking about? I was straight up bullied because I didn't wear anything on Pride Day at school, high school. I live in the southern USA. Oh, this definitely didn't happen. There's no fucking chance this happened in the south. No one really loved it except the community. This is just a fucking bot. And then the CEO of Gay walked in and punched you. Fun fact, there isn't a Dunkin' Donuts in San Francisco. I'm not trying to make a political statement, but California sucks. I am in San Fran. Homeless are everywhere. I went to grab my car this morning to get me some Dunkin'. Well, my rental is gone. Hotel mentioned this was the third or fourth car stolen this month. Cops won't investigate since it isn't a crime where someone was hurt. Hertz didn't seem to care. Again, it's just a thing of like, this person is obviously lying. There's very clear holes in this person's story. People just be lying online. I just went to buy a Samsung washer dryer from a guy, and he was asking $500 I told him I just had a kid and asked if he would take $400. I hooked everything up and everything worked great. I opened the dryer to check the lint filter and I was shocked my $400 was in there. Of course it was, pal. Of course it was. And then he came out of the washing machine and cheered. Did that happen? I connected to Sabrina's AirPods during her concert and pranked her. Yeah, I don't think singers wear AirPods when they're performing. I think they wear in-ears. I connected to her AirPods. I don't think they work like that. I don't think you can just connect to someone's AirPods. How 98% of my interactions with attractive women generally proceed from high school through to the present day. I meet an attractive woman. She actually has similar interests and a seemingly decent personality. After a while, it almost seems as if we're progressing towards a relationship. One day she approaches me and says, "Hey, Colin, I'm absolutely in love and I know someone who's perfect for you." I'm ecstatic. You like me? Oh, no, God, no. Ha, ha, ha. Not me, not ever. Ha, ha, ha. That's a good one. You're hilarious. Me, crestfallen. Oh, I see. Yeah, good, lol. I like football players / doctors. Right now, I just love Marcus Greenwell. Isn't he dreamy? Me, oh. No, I don't think he's dreamy at all. In fact, he's a massive arsehole with a low IQ. What do you see in him? He has a low IQ. What could you possibly see in this man? Don't be jealous, Colin. He's a real man. He plays football. He's popular. He doesn't read... Who fucking speaks like this? He doesn't read books or watch Star Trek or listen to old music. Stupid. This is like someone who has never spoken to a woman in their life writing up how a conversation would go with a woman. He likes rap, drinking beer, and playing Madden. Oh man, the fucking 3 horsemen of being a cool guy. Rap, beer, and Madden. Fuck yeah. He likes rap, drinking beer, playing Madden, and fucking hot girls. And he's like totally popular and cool. This guy is such a fucking idiot. You know who would be perfect for you? Bertha. I don't even know who that is. You know Bertha, silly. She's the bigger cross-eyed girl who goes to the remedial classes on that Jazzy. You know, she has the dead tooth and the unibrow. She's adorable. You have to be kidding me, right? With all due respect, I don't think she's my type. What do you mean? You and Big Bertha are a perfect match. In all honesty, I have to say that I find it pretty insulting. You find me to be a perfect match with someone who's in... This guy's just having a conversation with himself. He's fucking battling his own brain. He's just made up a scenario that hasn't fucking happened. Oh, it's so funny. Perfect match with someone who's enrolled in remedial classes and has to rely on a Jazzy. I've no idea what that is. Just to get around due to how... Okay, I'm guessing that's like a ability scooter thing. Due to how obese she is. What exactly do you think of me? What the fuck did I just hear you say, that fucking misogynist fucking douchebag? You don't like fat girls, huh? Only thin and pretty ones, right? Sexist arsehole, fuck you, right? This is so stupid. Why am I still reading this? Well, Marcus Greenwell only dates thin, pretty women. Why don't you think he's a sexist arsehole? Oh, you fucking got it there, man. You got it there. Because he's like hot, muscular, and popular / wealthy, and you're a fucking nerd and loser. Like, yeah. Why am I still reading? Fuck off, I'm not reading this anymore. This morning at the airport, a young lady from Chicago sat next to me and struck up a little small talk. Then she asked, "Can I ask you something?" In my head, I was already gearing up to say, yes, I'm happily married and I have a husband. I've been down that road before. But instead she hit me with, "Who are you? The way you walk commands the space you're in." For once, I was tongue-tied and that never happens, lol. I smiled and told her, "I'm just a regular person, but thank you for that. You know, I might walk in like I command the space, but I'm just a humble, regular guy." What is this bullshit? One of my students started a podcast analysing me. Not of my class, not the syllabus, me. No, they fucking didn't. They didn't tell me, obviously. I found it because another professor sent me a link with the subject line, "Have you heard episode 4? The podcast is called Office Hours Unscheduled." And every episode is just this student dissecting things I've said in class like they're breadcrumbs to a larger emotional narrative. Episode 2 is titled, "Why does she always say maybe before giving definitive answers?" Episode 5, she took a sip of tea and said, "Anyway, suffering, let's talk about that." I listened. They weren't wrong. They picked up on everything. The way I avoid assigning stories with happy endings, how I always straighten the edge of my desk before answering hard questions. My God, why did you make this up about yourself? This is so fucking stupid. How I straighten up the edge of my desk before answering hard questions, how I linger on essays that talk about shame. They quoted me directly, call me the professor who grades like she's trying not to break your heart even when the paper's bad. It should feel invasive, and maybe it is, but weirdly, it's one of the first times I've felt seen in years. That's such an amazing lie. What students would ever ever make a podcast about their teacher unless it's taking the piss out of them. Genius move if you win the lottery. A man in a small city won $16 million. The next day he was set for TV interviews. So he spent one day calling his friends and family, urgently asking for $1,000 without explaining why. Most said no. Yeah, I'd say no. What, someone frantically calling going, give me a grand right now. No. Perfect. They can't pretend to be his best friend when they saw the news. And the ones who did lend him the money, he paid them back tenfold. Those were his real friends, worth keeping. Yeah, of course that's a good way of judging who's your friend, whether they're willing to give you a grand at the drop of a hat or not. Fucking hell. Alright, so this is posted in a Facebook group. Bad dates. Girl told me she doesn't date short guys. I was quiet. We agreed on a date. 40 minutes before the date, she asked me what my height was, and I deliberately told her I'm 5'6". There's nothing wrong with being 5'6". Absolutely nothing. There's nothing wrong. She felt disappointed and told me to reschedule. I told her I'm already in front of her house, so she felt bad and made me wait 20 more minutes to go and get her makeup done, and went on that date out of pity of me rocking up. When we got out of the car, she was shocked finding out I was 6 foot. I schooled her for not being so harsh to my short kings in the future. Date went well, but at the end of the day, I told her that I don't want to see her anymore because she's too short for me. Don't worry, kings, I look out for you. I love the idea of, like, the first thing he says to her on the date is, don't be mean to short kings. Don't do it. You can't have personal preference. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there for this video. Like and subscribe for the short kings.